Fourth voice crack. March Madness already in full swing and effect. Round 2, second part of it today. Ethan Zaretsky, Juan Faura, unstructured show / pod. New week. And just more talking to do. I just got the notification the Philadelphia Phillies just started, so that's a fit. How the hell are we feeling? But rather than saying how the hell are we feeling, how the hell is your bracket feeling?
My bracket is not good. You know that. If you're seeing this, the Sweet 16 is already going to be happening, already underway. There's going to be teams already clinching their spot into the Elite Eight. But today is the last day of the round of 32. I'm feeling great. March Madness has been great, although there is a topic that I want to discuss about it. And where are the upsets at? Like, I know that there's been like some big-ish upset. There's been some upsets. I'm not saying there hasn't been. There's always going to be upsets. But, you know, no 3 seed was knocked out, which I feel like has been normal recently. 4 seed did a 4 seed? I don't even think a 4 seed got knocked out.
No, ready for this? Only one ACC team stood.
Well, there was only 3 ACC teams in the tournament, and we all know that Duke is by far the best.
Went 8-0.
Correct. Although they had 2 losses yesterday, but I think they're going to rebound today with Illinois. We'll see. That's probably the game of the day. And when you're seeing this, you'll already know who is in the Sweet 16. I'm hoping it's Illinois. I'm having second thoughts. Juan, what do you think about that game specifically? Let's get into that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pissed off because I had Xavier. So, no, I did. So it's all right. I took a lot of higher seeds this year, and it's worked in some aspects. Like I had McNeese, I had Colorado State, I had Drake. Oh, UC San Diego. I was 3 points away. Don't get me started.
So close. But to be real, like Michigan choked that game. Like it should not have been close. It really shouldn't have been that close.
BS. Literally, the kid went 3 for 14 from 3 and still had 25 points. That kid is the next Steph Curry. Thank you. On that note, aside from March Madness, we'll get in a bunch of them because we have the whole month. We have like 3 more episodes to talk about that. I want to shift gears, Zaretsky.
Let's do it.
Shift gears.
Shout out, just cover. If you're betting on a team, just cover. That's all you need to know. Just cover.
Just cover. That's it. It's literally it.
That's all it takes. It's not that hard. Just cover.
And that means like covering the dogs. If you want to cover the dogs, that can mean a lot of things. Cover your water bottle. Shout out Yeti Gallon. But I want to switch gears, and I don't mean this in a selfish way, but I talk about in life when you want to challenge yourself to do things that are uncomfortable, right? Like the notion of doing things, being comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? I think that's how it goes. Mm-hmm. So I decided, last weekend, I don't know if I told you this, I signed up for a half marathon. I wanted to do something that scared the heck out of me. And, again, I'm not trying to self-proclaim or look out for myself, oh, look at me. But the reason I'm telling you this is because, 1, we would love to have a sponsor with Yeti because, they're great insulated water bottle. But number 2, on a serious note, I really learned the power of actually fully stripping yourself naked of being uncomfortable. Like I've been uncomfortable before, but I've never been at this level. And it's like sometimes when you get to the point when you start to doubt, like, can I actually do this? Then you've arrived. Meaning like then you're really actually pushing yourself. So I just want to hear your thoughts on just the notion of pushing yourself. It's just a realization I've had. I've known about it. You see it on Instagram, but when you're living it in a really crazy way, I got 7 weeks and I'm out, so we'll love to hear your thoughts on it.
I think in general, if you're constantly comfortable in your situations, then you're just being complacent and you're not testing yourself, you're not challenging yourself, and you're not willing to learn new things. And over time, if you keep being comfortable and you keep staying in your box and you're not comfortable getting out of your comfort zone, later in life, you're going to regret when you were younger and you had the opportunity to go out and be uncomfortable and learn new things. You're just going to be in a spot where you're like, dang, I wish I did X, Y, and Z. When I was earlier in my 20s, I was athletic. I had, more aspirations. I had more time to do things. I think it's just a perfect opportunity where we're at in life to get uncomfortable and get outside your comfort zone. So, Juan, that's a huge accomplishment for you. I'm pulling for you. I know Ben Wasserman, our friend, is doing a similar thing. So, you guys, shout out to you guys. I do not find enjoyment in running. I've tried it. I get uncomfortable with running. I like lifting weights, but my cardio is just not it right now.
That's all right. And look, that's not to say that you're any less, because here's the thing. It also equates to whether it's in fitness in professional development or in just like spirituality. For you right now, obviously professional development. Before we start recording, I'm not gonna like speak too much on it, but it's like when you find new opportunities, taking advantage of that and making yourself uncomfortable, being like, yo, I'm gonna go pursue something, maybe a new opportunity. I don't know if you want to speak on it, like, not in
I'm gonna
depth,
keep
but
it on the down low because I don't want to jinx anything. But
yeah,
like when new opportunities arise, you got to attack them.
I got it. You have to. And I think a lot of times, sometimes people are afraid when it comes to new opportunities presented themselves. Oh, I don't want to. I don't know if this is gonna sway me, or it's like I don't know if this is really legit. It's like, bro, the part of life is experiencing things, right? And that doesn't just mean wins. That means the losses, right? Like when you take let's say an opportunity from a professional standpoint, and then you're like, oh crap, 6 months in, I don't like this. A lot of people, I think, default into, oh, that wasn't worth my time. I just wasted my time. No, 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 no. You didn't waste your time. You actually found out something new, which is that for sure you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
good.
I don't
You're
mean to
on
go
your
on a,
stuff today.
yeah, I mean, it's just something that's been on top of mind, and I feel like really a lot of people need to hear is like change in general is not bad, especially Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They love to do things like 2 years, boom, next thing. 1 year, boom, next thing. Consistency is always important, yes, but don't disguise consistency with pivoting or something like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great knowledge. And you're spitting right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just letting you go and do your own thing. Juwan, this is the unstructured show, so let's hit a quick
On to the
180.
next pivot. Yeah, let's go.
What was your favorite video game growing up? Like the one game where you would always just find yourself going right back to all the time.
Okay. There's a couple. Can I give you three?
Go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's hear your top 3 video games of all time.
Top three video games of all time. Well, first of all, if you say Call of Duty, you're casual. So number one, I'm gonna go, and these are all sports related, right? But like again, that's just because like I eat, sleep, breathe Duke men's basketball, so that's just what it is. And I
Go,
also
dude.
eat, sleep, breathe Penn State Nittany Lions football. Come on. So number one, I'm gonna go with FIFA 14.
W.
FIFA 14. 14.
Yes.
I don't want to
Who
hear
was
about
on the
11.
cover? Who was on the cover?
Lionel Messi. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is my dad from Spain? It's like, yes. Correct.
Okay. Right.
So, FIFA 14, number 2, Need for Speed Rivals.
Okay.
Shout out Braden Brislin. Family friend, very close. They're like family. Absolutely crushed it for me. Literally got to 13 XP. And then the third game, I'm going to go NBA 2K16. No, 15. KD.
Okay. W.
And a bonus one.
Honorable mention.
Correct. Honorable mention. Star Wars Rogue Nation. Or Star Wars whatever. You know the one that they came out with when Rogue Nation came out in 2021?
No, I don't. I did
Oh my God.
did not play many Star Wars games unless they were on the Nintendo DS.
Yo, Star Wars Legos on Nintendo DS.
That's the game that I played on the DS all the time.
All right, what's your 3? Let's go.
All right, just in general, like I played a lot of video games. I was, I had a lot of brain rot time when I was a kid. I'd probably say my top 3 games of all time, not in order. I gotta go Minecraft because I was a huge Minecraft fan.
W's.
That's just iconic. I like your FIFA 14 shot. I don't want to steal it, but man, I played that game so much. I played so much. I'll go NHL 14 because that was the.
Oh my God, I was just thinking that too.
Because that was the last.
With Tarasenko?
No, that was 17. I know my NHL covers because shout out to Ben. We did a NHL album. NHL 14 was Martin Brodeur on the cover. I know. I remember
15?
That. 15 was Bergeron. 16 was Matthews. 17 was Tarasenko. And 18 was McDavid.
17 was with the Blues, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But NHL 14 was the last NHL that was before the Xbox One. So the Xbox 360 was a goated game. Yeah, it was good. So I had Minecraft,
I'm getting
NHL.
memories, bro. I'm flashing back.
Yeah. Minecraft, NHL 14. I'll leave some room for an honorable mention, and I will go with Madden Mobile What was the year 15 with Richard Sherman?
Oh my lord, I'm gonna run through
That
all.
game. If you were
Brain rot.
in 7th or 8th grade in
Brain rot.
2015, the only discussion at the lunch table was Madden Mobile,
And
constantly,
what
all the
packs you
time.
just got? I used to play that too. I got hooked onto that in 9th grade, so I was like 2 years behind. But yes,
Such a good game. So
Such
all
good
the OGs remember, like, such an aura game. And on my honorable mention will be Rocket League, because that game I used to play all the time. I still kind of play it on and off, when I get bored. Man, my eye bags are not it right now. But Rocket
dude, you're
League,
fine. I woke up 15 minutes ago. Look at mine.
yeah, our eye bags are not it. But
I
Rocket
woke
League,
up 15 minutes ago.
it's my honorable mention. Rocket League.
Rocket League. Yeah, bro. Great games. Shout out all the game developers, man. Like
Mojang, EA Sports.
all the EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now,
That probably comes out fuzzy during the audio.
yeah, well, but I will say this: like, people don't realize the code and the level of code and the level of software engineer, like the level of ability these software engineers have. It's ridiculous. Like, genuinely, if you look at the code, you go, "Yeah, that's just not. That's just brain rot."
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. So talk about knowing what you don't want to do. If I look at code, my brain is just like, it's already cooked.
The minute I see SCH and then the number sign, I'm out.
Yeah. Anything that's not WWW, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Not a fit. What I will say is the following. I'm super pumped too, because switching gears again.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'm coming home.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'm coming.
Can I?
I'm coming back to.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, can I guess what you're gonna say? But that's not what I was gonna. That's not what I was gonna guess.
Say I'm coming home to Pennsylvania this week. I'm not gonna say what date because I don't want to. I want to gatekeep my flight and stuff. But I come back to Pennsylvania. Super excited. Ben Wassman just hit us with a fire text, which is a fit. But basically, I'm coming back to Pennsylvania. I'm gonna visit family. I'm gonna be in Philadelphia. Stay tuned for some content you're gonna be seeing from Philadelphia. And then I'm going to the Penn State Sports Business Conference. Shout out my boys Brendan Flick, Corey Abel, Rohan, Jamie, Lily. The list goes on of all the talent that's running the show over there. And dude, they got some freaking hitters. I don't know if you saw their lineup. I'm just gonna name two people: GM of the Eagles, Super Bowl champion Howie Roseman, and Tom Rinaldi, one of the greatest broadcast storytellers of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's great. Those are great two guests. If you're at Penn State and you don't know what you're doing, when is it? There you go. Yeah, tell the people.
April 3rd, Scholar Hotel, networking, meet with a bunch of different professionals that are both alumni, also current teams, agencies. They come as representatives. Maybe find yourself a job or an interview. Day 2, April 4th, not Beaver Stadium, not Scholar. The Nittany Lion Inn, newly renovated.
Is
day 2.
Great hotel, by the way.
Great hotel, dude. They spent over a year and some change renovating the entire thing. I've seen the photos. So nice.
I stayed there multiple times. It is a great hotel. I could not even recommend it enough. I'd say
the best 2 restaurants now.
I'd say the best 2 hotels at Penn State. If you're not like locked in on staying downtown, the Nittany Lion Inn is by far the best hotel. But if you want to stay downtown,
or is that on campus?
Technically, it's on campus. Oh, wow, that jug is massive. Shout out Yeti though.
A big gallon.
But yeah, if you want to stay downtown, you want to be in all the action, you want to be like, in the actual town of State College. Oh, sorry about my mic. I would probably stay at the Hyatt. I know, you're going to be paying what is it? Boca de Janeiro?
Not even close.
Boca de Nero.
Not even close.
Muy
rico.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's expensive, but you...
Caro, sucio.
Yes. But you get what you pay for staying at the Hyatt. I love the Hyatt. I love the Nittany Lion, and those are by far the best 2 hotels if you're staying at Penn State.
Correct. And another note is that, unfortunately, Zaretsky and I most likely will not be able to reconnect in person. Maybe. We'll see.
Potentially.
Now, if we don't, I'm just putting it out on the pod now. It is 100% a lock. Not even a question. he's going to be doing some family traveling at the same time that I am. So for the summer, it's going to be an interesting time. But if I need to, and if it's August and I haven't seen Zaretsky, I'm literally taking a plane. I'm going to fly over to Pennsylvania. I'm going to drive to Saddle River, and I'm literally going to go sit on a golf course with sunflower seeds, Jersey Mike subs, and Gatorade, because Gato, specifically yellow Gato. Shout out Jack Hughes. And play 27 holes and run it back like we did last summer.
I'll never
can we
forget
just
that.
can you
I'll
can
never
you talk
forget
on the
that.
27 holes part? Can you please just briefly mention about it, because reminisce on that day, like, and just walk through how we actually did that, because we were supposed to play 9 for context.
Yeah, we were gonna play 9, and so we played 9, and then we were like, we might as well just go out and play another 9. So, which is like very common. So we played 9, and then we were like, we might as well play 18. And then when we were done playing 18, we were on the way home. Like, we stopped to get food, and we were like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what do we got going on the rest of the day? And you're like, nothing. I was like, nothing. And then we just went out and go played another 18.
And the craziest though was it wasn't at the same course.
No, it was a completely different course. But Penn State's got many courses, but it was great.
We went from blue course
Uh-huh.
to sky top,
Mm-hmm.
back to blue course.
Yep. That was crazy.
Insane.
We went on a golfing bender, which was so much fun.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie.
recommend it
We played golf, so that's 27. Plus, we did another one with shout out Jay Dowd. I know we've talked about it a couple times, but
And Ben.
and no, we never went with Ben.
He was there.
Yeah, he was there, but Jimmy Dowd was very gracious enough to take us friends and family rate. That's how I'm gonna put it. friends and family rate at extremely nice. Is that one of the nicest golf courses you golfed in? Top Trees?
Yeah, it's the nicest probably the nicest golf course I've ever golfed at. So shout out Jimmy. It was such a good time. The staff there was beautiful. They treated us very nicely. That first hole.
Jimmy can play.
Oh, Jimmy is one of the better golfers I've ever seen. I can't wait to go back on the course. I might even hit the. I can't hit the range today because March Madness, but I'll be hitting the.
That is such a brain rot response.
What do you want me to say? I'm not going.
You can't go to the range.
No,
dude. Put the game on audio, or put it right here. Put it down sitting like this, or get one of those binoculars that you can put the phone right here and look at it with your eyes.
I need to be locked in for our glorious king, Cooper Flagg. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah,
like you probably love Cooper Flagg more than me. I'm a huge Cooper Flagg fan, so we got to lock in for our boy today.
Facts. Nah, he's the man. They play at 11:50, right?
No. Oh, your time maybe. I was gonna say I actually don't know what time. Oh, yeah,
I think it's 11. I think it's 11.
2:40 Eastern. So yeah, that makes sense.
11:50 my time. Dude, I'm gonna be proud of myself for this one. I'm exposing myself a little bit. My apartment, I did a deep clean yesterday. It's the clean, like deep clean.
W.
Sweet dust. Like, you know the little sweepers where you like just the Swiffer when you put it and it gets it all wet on the floor?
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of dust
was
on the floor. I'm just exposing myself. I'm being real. And then the dishes was literally stacked up the highest of like Leaning Tower pizza type shit. It was so bad. Dude, it was starting to get flies and shit.
Come on, bro. That's nasty. But now that I've
done a deep clean, sanitize everything, I, 1, feel like I'm breathing better. 2, like, it actually is like rewarding, bro. Like, my apartment is clean. Dude, I even have my meal like prepped because I'm about to do this after that. The literally bowl and literally the pan and the skillet is already ready to go. Already ready.
That's huge. And how much better do you feel now that you got all that stuff done?
So much better, bro. The toilet's clean, everything.
That's great. That's the most important part because you know that's a normal.
If you have a guest come over, you know, like you gotta make sure that shit's clean.
Shout out Miss Peaches.
Shout out Barstool.
For anyone that was thinking that I was gonna wear anything political on the show, you got me messed up. But if Peaches and Pete ran for president, I would go on a campaign for promoting them. If you don't know who Miss Peaches and Pete the Beagle are, you are either living under a rock or don't like dogs. And I'm not the biggest dog person, but I love Peaches and Pete.
Correct. Jessica, I really, really cannot wait to golf.
I know, I'm so excited. I actually am like kind of upset that I have to I don't have to lock into March Madness. It's something I enjoy doing, but it is such a beautiful day out. I'd love to go hit the range, but I'm
You
gonna have to
still
wait.
can.
I know I can. I know I can, and I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to choose to brain
Correct.
rot.
Because some people don't know where their next meal is. Facts.
True, true. And I've been more grateful recently. 2025, I've been trying to be more grateful, and I've been doing a good job of it, and not being as toxic because that's very common in
Yeah.
this
And
day
I've
and
seen
age.
that growth in you, by the way, where like, I'm not trying to like say anything, but like,
Go ahead,
you
bro.
know,
Say whatever you want to say. This is your
it's like
instruction
no,
show.
this is a compliment. This is a
That's good.
compliment.
Thank
This is
you.
a compliment. This is positive energy. Of the little things don't bother you as much, or like the little nitpicky things where it's like one little thing and it's like, oh, it's a nightmare. It's like
Yeah.
it's like if I just like laid a deuce and like you mark my territory type vibe. So that's brain rot. But anyways, I've seen a lot of growth, bro, and it's exciting, bro. And like I can't wait to get in person. I'm still gonna be the crazy energy where it's just like again, if Zaretsky tells me something, I get an inch of excitement. Already plans made.
Hey, if I told you I was coming to the sports business conference,
Done.
you would plan out a whole itinerary for me.
And the worst part, you'd get 17 calendar invites.
Yes. Well, no, that's not even that bad. I mean, you like to be organized. That's completely fine.
I
I was
do,
more.
but the worst part's like, yo, all right, great. Chipotle Thursday at 12. Next
Yeah,
thing,
see, I
ball.
can't do that. I can't do that. I like to just go with the flow. I like to have things planned, but I like to go with the flow. I don't like to have every minute of my day planned
Yeah,
out
you don't like that.
because no, it's just because if I want to do something else, I don't want to feel like
Obligated.
I'm locked into this I have to do this. If I have a general idea of what I want to do during the day, I could, swap things around. Maybe I want to do something in the morning compared to, at night.
Facts.
So,
Facts. Let me ask you, before we wrap this up here, I want to give a big shout out to our guy. Friend of the show, was
let's
on the
hear it.
pod, and just a great dude. Mr. Darsh Patel.
W's.
Shout out Grove Street. You want to talk about, we talked a little bit about like enhancing oneself. That guy literally epitomizes that, and that's his mission with Grove Street. Not
Mhm.
only has the podcast, but he also helps kids with their LinkedIn, with getting jobs, and just like career advice. He worked at LinkedIn, by the way, which is a top company straight out of college. He's an absolute killer, and he's vibes. I mean, he likes the Cowboys, so like he's just a bot for that. But on the serious note, shout out Darshman. This guy went to Kenya, with his brother. Shout out Yash as well. Um, I just I think it's so fun when you meet people through, and I think through this podcast we've been able to do that. We did it a lot over the summer. That was season 2. It's just having conversations, meeting so many great people and their stories, man. That's what I feel like is fun. And we tell stories all the time. We're reminiscing on things that you and I have done. We've talked about things, whether it's favorite video games growing up. Like, I just think this platform is utilized a lot. I was just thinking about it out loud. It's like to reminisce on good times, to talk about people that we've met. And it's crazy what a mic can do, bro. Like, for real, if you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
it really has brought people together, bro. It's made, bro, our relationship has fundamentally been built on this podcast. Has
Yeah.
started from that, like W's.
Very,
So
very, very
shout
much
out
a W.
Darsh, shout out all our former guests. Lucy Olson, who's in the tournament right now, she just got a W actually. So shout out her, Jimmy Dow with hockey, Ben Schoen, Danny. I can keep going on. DJ Richter, Emily Kaplan, like dude, we just all killers. Everybody that's killing it. So
Yes. Yeah, we're having a good time here. We appreciate the support always. If you're watching, drop a like, hit subscribe. Obviously, that helps us out a ton. Gives us the extra motivation to keep going, even though we're not going to stop. We're grinders. So, Juan, I want to talk about one more thing before we hit the word of the day. This has been a great episode. The vibes have been good. It hasn't even felt like we've been going for 24 minutes, but we have.
that's when you know it's fire.
Juan, if you had to choose one deodorant brand to rock the rest of your life, what are you going with?
26-second intermission report.
Okay.
This intermission report is brought to you by. Da, da, da.
I'm gonna say, Chad. I'm gonna say it's Old Spice.
This intermission report is brought to you by Dove Men Plus Care. Dove Men Plus Care is the W deodorant brand. No questions asked. Clean comfort, 72-hour protection. So if you forget to put deodorant and you don't feel like washing your hair the next day, you could still smell good.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting way to look at it. When you were in the bathroom getting the deodorant, I guessed and I said Old Spice just because I just took a guess. But Dove is also a W. I might, I'm in the market for a new deodorant stick coming up, so I'm gonna have to go with Dove. What scent is that? Does it have a scent, or does it just,
It's
dude?
antiperspirant. Sorry, my bad. Um,
Antiperspirant. That's what deodorant is. What is the scent?
I don't know.
If
Moisturizing
it
cream.
doesn't say it, take like
No,
a distant whiff and let the people know what it
I don't
smells
even
like.
know what the scent is. I can tell you.
All right. So with my deodorant, yes, I keep it on my desk. I'm a weirdo. Mine is Cool Ocean.
Axe?
Axe, yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's brain rot. That's teenage. That's teenage.
I have another one
That's
too, though.
teenage things, bro. You got to get to the new deodorant.
I also have Phoenix.
Nah, bro, you got to get to new
But like
deodorant.
now, I'm looking at this. This is only 48 hours of protection. I might need 72 sometimes.
No, dumb man bust care. Clean comfort moisturizing cream. That's it.
All right, let me see what it looks like again, so I know what to buy.
Take a screenshot.
The scent is Clean Comfort, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, does it smell good? I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
smell it from here, bro.
Smells good. You want to smell?
I can't. I can't.
You want to smell my armpits? Bet.
I would, but I can't.
Yo!
You just asked if I wanted to smell them, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your word of the day and why? Rapid fire.
You really decided to go on a fire, W. Just go right to it. Rapid fire. Word of the day: Hyundai.
Bro. Isn't that a car? What do you
Correct.
mean in word of the day? All right. Do you
Word
drive a
of the day is
Honda?
Hyundai. Because I'm about to be driving in that Hyundai.
Yeah, your brain got cooked by that deodorant conversation, bro. All right, I'll go with my word of the day. My word of the day is
Yeah.
my word of the day is comfort.
Why?
Because you need to find comfort in your day, and you need to make sure that you're comfortable at some point of the day. Like, you need to enjoy yourself for a specific time of the day. If you're having a stressful day, find something that brings you comfort, whether that's watching March Madness, whether that's taking a poop, whether that's ripping an extra shower per day, whether that's getting Chipotle because it makes you feel good. Find some comfort in your day, because maybe sometimes you're feeling really stressed and you're having a bad day, stuff's going on in your life. Take some time out of your day, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Go do something that makes you feel comfortable.
And then you just go get Chipotle. What do you get? Pico de gallo?
I love pico on my bowl. I was not a big pico fan back in the day. I want to know everyone's Chipotle order. So drop your Chipotle order
That's
in
the
the
Chipotle order.
comments, because I'm trying to mix up my bowl. I always get the same thing. Like the past couple of years, I've been getting the same order. I want to hear what you have in your Chipotle bowl. So drop it in the comments down below. And whoever's got the best bowl, I will get you a Chipotle gift card.
Next, in the chat, he just put it out there. Zaretsky, wrap us up here.
Bro, I need your word of the day. You can't just sit on a Hyundai and you say you're gonna be sitting and driving that Hyundai. We can't let that slide, guys. We
All right,
can't.
fine. Mine's gonna be gallon because I gotta
Okay.
drink a gallon or near a gallon a day. Get my body right, hydrate. We're on this half marathon trying to get the abs. Yo, don't show the undercarriage. But that's what it is. And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody out here. I always appreciate your time. And from the Unstructured Show /pod, that's what we're gonna do now from now on. Unstructured Show /pod. Juan Faura, Ethan Zaretsky, we out.